All right, we are live.
Hey, hey.
So how are we doing tonight?
We are doing well, doing very well. How about yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. We got a special guest with us tonight who just popped back in. Andre is joining us to draw Black Panther tonight.
Hey, hey, Andre.
Hey.
And as usual, Rodney's here, and we're doing something a little bit different tonight. Um, so producer A, if you can we pop up the screen and I can still talk over it, right? All right, so tonight, if you guys didn't see our posts and shares and all that stuff tonight, we are going to pay some tribute to Chadwick Boseman by drawing Black Panther. And our goal is to sell each one of our sketches, and we're going to donate the money from the sales over to the oh shoot, I'm already blanking on the name. The Colon Club. It is a charity focusing on colon cancer awareness. So there we go. There's some details on it. Colon Club focuses on people under age 45 and helping children impacted by parents fighting or passing from colon cancer. So we're gonna put up the sketches. I'll dive more into the details on the sketches as some more people sign in and start watching. But there's some basic information there up on the screen. And there's an alarming trend of young people that have been showing colon cancer in the recent time. So it's hopefully all these charities, donations, whatnot can help any of the folks needing to get screened. Because anybody that's been around, anybody that's dealt with this, insurance only covers so much. So funds that we can raise can always go to help out those kind of folks that they're going to need every bit they can to do treatments, get checked out, and so on and so forth.
Definitely.
Good cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good cause, and Steph just pointed out it's one of the most preventable types of cancer by getting screened. So get out there, get screened. Make that conscious effort to keep an eye on all those things. So we'll do our best tonight to do some sketches, Black Panther, raise some money, and hopefully help out some of those folks.
Yep. Sounds like a good idea.
All right, so we got 6 folks in the house watching.
There we go.
All right.
How we doing, 6 folks?
Hopefully, we're up to 7 now. All right, howdy, folks. Feel free to post in the comments, in the chat. Tell us what's up. Share with us your favorite moments of Chadwick Boseman, whether it be Black Panther. Shoot, I'm blanking on the name for 42.
Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson, thank you.
Yep.
Enrique's here. Good evening.
Hello, Enrique. Sean O'Connor's in the house.
Good evening. Good evening. And if you guys weren't here when we said it, Andre is joining us this evening. We got some of the details scrolling across the bottom. Dive back into an explanation of how we're going to do the sketch sales tonight and all that stuff.
All right, sounds good. So what's on the table today with everybody? What's everybody been working on?
Andre, I'll let you go first.
Oh, I had work stuff all day. That's why I wasn't sure if I could do it. So spreadsheets and conference calls.
Fun.
Yeah.
Scintillating.
Oh, and just a sprinkle of code. It was great.
Nice.
What about you, Sean? What have you been working on today?
Let's see. I finished inking a pinup. And right before going live, I was working on some colors for my Roadkill Rampage pinup.
Sweet.
Got a chunk of it colored, so hopefully I get that finished up so I can get that over to you guys so that I can be one of the many things going out to the backers soon. I filled out my backer report today for Roadkill Rampage.
Oh, cool.
Hopefully those listening that backed it, they got their emails and filled out their backer information.
There we go. Thank you, everybody, again for backing it. And I worked on today. Went back and I started inking Magic this morning, and I went back and finished her inks and tightened up her armored claw and all that. So there she is.
Nice.
I'll go in and erase the pencil lines here, and then I'll probably later on during the broadcast I'll probably start inking her or coloring her. So I did that, and then I did my transfer over. I printed out your roach and light boxed it onto some Bristol board, and it's ready to start inking. So
very cool.
I might mess with that tonight too. Depends on how squirrely I feel tonight. We'll see.
See how much energy you got left in the tank.
Exactly. There we go.
All right. Well, we got 10 folks in the house. Well, now 9 folks. Apparently, we scared somebody off, and we're hitting about that 8:10 mark. So I'll run through the rules and regulations of the sketch off tonight, since we're doing things a little bit different. But per usual, we're each doing a sketch, and again, Andre's joining us. He's going to be drawing. Tonight we're doing Black Panther to honor Chadwick Boseman, and we are going to be donating the money to the Colon Club, which is a colon cancer related charity. And so usual, it's a pencil sketch that we do in 30 minutes. We're asking at least a donation of $35. If you'd like to donate more, by all means, please feel free to do that. And like I said, we're going to donate that all to the Colon Club. We're going to cover shipping as long as you're in the U.S. and you want to do USPS first class shipping. If you want to get it there a little bit quicker, just tonight, because it's a different type of event, all the sales are going to go through the Sean Forney Illustration Facebook page. So if you want to pick up a piece, message producer A, and she will get everything taken care of for tonight, since it is a special occasion. And Andre has a couple of different pieces he's going to offer up. I don't know if you want to show those off now, or if you want to wait till we get to drawing, or after we're drawn, however you want to do it.
We'll do it after. See if you get more eyeballs in.
All right. So, real quick, Enrique's got a comment up here. It says, I love the way Chadwick Boseman played T'Challa in a sober and calm manner. I thought that it made Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger look so much more dangerous. Michael B. Jordan is an amazing actor as well. Mike Travis is someone near and dear to my heart as a colon cancer survivor. And Warner wants to know who the hell is the Dre Cat. So, and just to add to it, I know Steph posted up in there. She lost her dad to colon cancer. He fought for 11 years. So, you know, this hits home for us. So that's another reason we're going to, try to donate and do what we can. So again, if anybody wants to pick these up, message my Facebook page, and we will get you taken care of on getting you the sketch and making the donation. So there we go. There's all that crazy info. If we're ready to rock and roll, we'll get the producer going with the countdown here. Ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Make it happen, Captain.
Let's do it.
Are we all doing bus shots? More than likely.
Yeah, probably.
Body shot at home. Is that right, Josh?
Josh is probably trying to work on a mural right now of Black Panther so that he can, try to get it done in 30 minutes.
He's still working on coloring Killer Frost.
Yeah, Killer Frost is still available.
Yeah, this is going to be a challenge because I work slow.
That's okay. I mean, there's no, you don't have to be done. We market it as a sketch off, but we've both continued worked on them afterwards or whatever. So don't, just do what you can do. And
yeah,
no pressure. We play nice here.
Okay.
We won't make too much fun of you.
yeah.
Okay.
No more than
We'll leave that to Warner.
Yeah.
So who? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, going back through the years, who are some of your favorite artists that have drawn, or your favorite rendition of the Black Panther by a particular artist? Do you guys have favorites?
I gotta say, more recently, Brian Stelfreeze.
Yeah.
He did some killer covers for. I don't know if it was a new ongoing or a new limited run, but I did dig the covers he was doing for that.
Yeah.
And then going back a few years when Marvel did the Marvel Nite stuff. I hope I'm remembering right. I'm pretty sure it was Mark Texiera.
Yeah.
And I just really loved it because it was like, as far as I know, he was still doing, like pencils and inks, but the way they were doing the coloring, it looked like it was a painting.
Have you ever seen him work, Steel Freeze?
Just a little bit at New York Comic Con a few years back.
Yeah. We were at Heroes World one year, and there was this guy sitting on this chair, the stage they have for artists to work on stuff. And if you're not familiar, for those who've never been to Heroes, they have an elevated stage that artists will sit up on it on a chair or stand with an easel and draw, and people can stand around and watch. So there was this guy sitting in a chair with an easel in front of him, and he was drawing, or he was painting. I think he was using pastels, but I didn't know who he was. He had his back to me, but when I looked at the paper, I could tell immediately that it was Brian Steelfreeze because of the style. So I was like, oh, wow. And I just stood there and watched him draw or paint or whatever with the pastels. And it was just amazing. Very, very hypnotic. But,
oh, yeah. He's got some killer stuff. And I don't know. Like I said, that's what stood out to me recently. And then, like I said before, the earlier stuff, like with Texiera, I was like, I was very limited in how much of his work I was familiar with at the time when they were doing that run. But the stuff he was doing on those covers and whatnot just blew me away.
Yeah, those were really, really amazing. Go ahead, Andre.
I don't know who the artist is. I'm trying to look it up. But it's Sienkiewicz.
Sienkiewicz?
Yeah, Bill. He did the cover for, I guess, a collected book, Black Panther: The Illustrated History of a King. And on typical Bill fashion, it's all messy with a lot of blacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just such a beautiful picture. And I never really read Black Panther, so I can't speak towards specific stories or artists that worked on it. And I just like specific artists' work, and this one is just.
Yeah, That's
cool. It's the style where, because you see Black Panther, sometimes you can't really tell he's got a nose, sometimes you can. So Bill kind of defines the nose, but kind of like gets flattened out around the mouth. So that's that look where it's not just a flat face.
Oh yeah.
Works really well.
I would have to say, I was growing up. John Buscema's version of him was kind of what I grew up on. But when Joe Mad did that Ultimate series,
oh yeah,
and
I gotta look that up.
oh my
Was it
god,
Ultimate Black Panther?
well, it was the Ultimate, and it was basically it was the Avengers.
Oh, okay.
It was Ultimates Volume 3, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. But he showed up. I mean, he was part of that team, and he was just so ferocious. And Joe Madureira just drew him with such energy and grace at the same time. And I don't know if I've ever really seen him drawn like that. And it's just like, whoa, this has so much energy. So for me, it was him, and then obviously anything Michael Turner did. And I mean, I understand he only did covers, but I really like the way he did the Black Panther as well. But for me, it would have to be Joe Mad.
Yeah, I dug Joe Mad's take on it. And now you say the thing about the Michael Turner covers. I actually have that run of covers. I completely forgot about that thing until you mentioned it.
Yeah, those were pretty stellar.
Yeah.
I mean, those are to the Neil Adams's run on Green Arrow and Batman and stuff like that. I mean, that's just something at that generation. It was about a generation ago, 10 years or so ago. And he did those covers for, the last part of his career. And they were so distinctive and so majestic looking and, heroic looking. They were out there incredible. So, I just really dug them.
Oh yeah. They were great covers, and like the one that's coming to mind is the one he did. It was if I'm thinking of the right one anyway, it was Black Panther and Storm.
Yes.
And that's the one that like sticks out to me the most. And like I said, I got the I'm pretty sure I got the entire run of those covers because I'm a huge Michael Turner fan, and when it was coming out, that was pretty much the only thing he was doing at the time. Like you said, it was just the covers. And I have to dig those back out now.
You know that he actually did some interior pages. He was going to do an Avengers, something with the Avengers, and I think he ended up doing like 10 pages.
Yeah, wasn't I want to say he was gonna do like one of the volumes of Ultimates, wasn't he?
I think so.
I'm trying to rack the old brain and remember it because I know there for a while they were planning on doing like an Ultimate Wolverine thing that he was signed on to do, and then it seems to me he was possibly going to do the 4th volume of Ultimates, and then I believe they up and canceled the whole Ultimate line right around the same time.
Yeah.
That just didn't sell, or?
To be honest, I don't remember what the reasoning was behind them canceling the Ultimate line. It to me it seemed like it was one of their biggest sellers, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it must. I don't know. I mean, I agree. It was like, wow, those books were so popular, and I don't know. Maybe it was just, I don't know. I can't answer that.
Thought you had all the answers.
Well, on some stuff, not everything.
Mike Travis commented and said that he got to work with Chadwick on draft day here in Cleveland. He was so much fun, so happy on set. He joked around with all of us extras, and I'm in the film patting him on the shoulder as he heads up on his stage at the draft party.
Oh,
That's
nice.
pretty cool. I've seen so many people say similar things where like they were extras on this, set of each of the movies and whatnot, and like it wasn't anything for him to go and treat the extras, same as he would anybody else that was in the cast.
That's great.
Yeah, you get these celebrities are actually down to earth, normal people. It's really refreshing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it just speaks well of their character. And I can't find anybody that has anything negative to say about him, and this not just because he passed, but when he was still alive, it was hard to find anybody who had anything negative to say about him.
Oh yeah. Real quick, Enrique, if you would message my Facebook page, and stuff will get you all squared away. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but I wanted to make sure that we got that before anybody else tried to claim the piece. Enrique also said, I remember the Amazing Universe X cover by Alex Ross where Black Panther was an actual human-animal hybrid. He was holding the Infinity Cube.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Alex Ross did a killer Black Panther.
Oh, yeah.
Killer everything, but
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the Universe X stuff. Mike says he really was, quote, as advertised. Such a wonderful guy. Enrique's on it. Cool. Thank you, Enrique. We appreciate it.
this will help to focus.
We're at 17 minutes.
Ah,
Faster.
I'm spotting blacks now.
I haven't even made it that far. I've been trying to fart around with a hand.
see, that's
Well,
so thick and scrappy.
Right into my wheelhouse with my graphic. I just, decide that I'm going to go with my graphic style, and that works real well for me. Okay. I'm sorry, Andre. What were you going to say?
I'm still chicken scratching here.
It looks cool, man.
Very nice.
Lemon Salt has chimed in and says, "Oh, this is beautiful, guys. Thank you so much."
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in and joining us.
Yes, thank you.
Spread the word. Go share it real quick while we're still sketching and get some people in.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, anybody that is just joining us and hadn't seen all the information, we are any of these pieces that sell, we are donating the money to the Colon Club. And it looks like my Black Panther piece is claimed, but Rodney and Andre's pieces are both still available. And go ahead and message my Facebook page, which is Sean Forney Illustration, which I believe is scrolling across the bottom. It's up on the shoot, if I could up here.
Now here.
Warner says Dre is probably the only artist slower than me. I didn't know that was possible. We might have to get some sort of challenge on this, Andre.
I'm gonna say that sounds like a challenge to me.
Probably depends on what you're drawing.
Yeah, it probably does depend on what you're drawing. My Little Pony, Warner's probably got you smoked.
Yeah. Warner is Brony at heart.
Oh yeah.
Well, he does have a teenage daughter, almost teenage daughter, so that makes a little sense, I guess. Unless you tell me he's been a Brony for
A lifelong Brony fan.
lifelong Brony fan, yeah.
Maybe.
What say you, Warner? Been rocking the Brony gear longer than we know?
Rainbow Dash is my jam.
There it is. Truth comes up.
All right, producer A in the comments there with what's available.
Wow, time flies.
Right?
What are we at, like 4 minutes?
I don't know.
13.
Producer B had to go upstairs for some. She got a phone call and went upstairs, so I don't know.
Should be at 13 right now.
Oof.
Warner says he's also partial to Pinkie Pie.
Well, hey, come on. Let's be honest. Who's not partial to Pinkie Pie?
I apparently got to play catch up on the ponies.
Well, I only know because I drew many a Pinkie Pie at many a shows.
I don't think I was ever asked to draw a pony at a con.
Really?
Not that I could think of.
Look, Warner, need Eddie Racer.
If you guys haven't seen it, talking about the My Little Pony thing and Josh's favorite ponies there. It was several years back. David Finch did a very Frazetta-esque painting of Strawberry Shortcake riding one of the ponies from My Little Pony, and it was kind of almost a homage to Death Dealer.
Oh, wow.
So if you guys need a chuckle, there's a piece to Google.
Definitely check that out.
No doubt. All right.
Oh yeah. So what's everybody's favorite movie scene, clip, what have you, from any of the Black Panther appearances?
Oh, man.
Was it John are they fighting in the airport?
Civil War.
Civil War, and he just pops out of nowhere and does that weird flip kick.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, that's a pretty good cameo. I think the only thing in that scene was the Spider-Man when he stole Cap's shield, kind of stole the thunder of that scene.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I was like, whoa, it's a good way to introduce the character.
Oh yeah.
It's fun because they didn't really highlight his claws much more past that one fight.
Yeah.
Let's see. I kind of dug the scene at the beginning of Black Panther where his sister's in the van, posing as one of the captured women, and he's in the dark as the soldiers are trying, and he attacks.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty wicked because the ferocity of the attack and how the guys were just flying like rag dolls.
Oh yeah.
Wow, you never, you're seeing it live, and like it's like wow, the force and the impact of that stuff. These guys are incredibly strong, and I don't know, sometimes that doesn't translate in the comics, and it's like wow, this guy's really beating the hell out of these guys and knocking them around. That's I remember that and just thinking how cool I thought that was.
Oh yeah.
Because he was just coming out of the darkness and they were all terrified of him, and I thought, man, this is just badass.
That's when he's up in the tree too, right?
Yeah.
Camera on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part where he's hiding in the tree is great because it's like they totally went for that like jump scare type thing, where you don't see him and then boom, there he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's kind of camouflaged in the branches.
Yeah.
Producer A is a big fan of when he wore sandals.
Oh yeah.
His sister made fun of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was probably one of my favorite parts, but I really dug the part where they go into the bar. And they they start kind of setting the scene with Claw coming in, and they're doing the whole undercover bit where he's talking to Okoye and I'm totally blanking on the other character's name, Nakia,
the girlfriend.
And when they get that whole thing set up, and then it's just all hell breaks loose, and he just starts beating the crap out of people.
But he carried himself so well.
It was just, I don't know, I just love that bit where it was just like he just goes from that regal kind of suave what am I trying to think of? He was kind of doing the Playboy thing there, and then just all of a sudden shifted over to full on fight mode and just starts beating the crap out of all of Claw's dudes.
Oh yeah, that's a really good fight scene. Like they're well choreographed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was one of the things that the fight scenes were just so, like Andre said, so very well choreographed. It's like, wow, really shows off his hand-to-hand combat skills and stuff.
Less than 6 minutes. Yeah, and it was well choreographed and thought out. It was like each character, even in that, they got their own kind of like little bit to show off each one of them. And then they went into that full-on car chase. It was like, okay, we're gonna do the little club fight, and then boom, we're outside. He throws on the suit, and then does the whole thing on top of the car and all that. It was just, I don't know, it was just so exciting. It was one of the better fight scenes, and the chase and the whole bit.
You know what? While you were talking, it came to me. What really left a big impact on me was the trailer. When we went and saw whatever movie we were seeing, and they played that trailer, and just the electricity in the crowd was just, oh my God! And then that music that went along with the trailer. I was like, oh my God, I cannot wait to see this movie.
Oh yeah.
But that's one thing that the Marvel marketing machine really excels at is cutting trailers.
Oh yeah.
Because do you remember the Thor Ragnarok trailer? Gonna change it here with and there's a funny story there from film marketing. That I don't know if you guys want to get into it, but do you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So if you remember, Thor Ragnarok dropped Monday at like 8 a.m. just out of nowhere. The week before, Warner Brothers did the countdown to Justice League. So every day they dropped a 15-second spot for Wonder Woman, The Flash, Aquaman, stuff like that, leading to the big launch of the Justice League trailer.
Okay.
And then, like, next morning, because that was Sunday night, I think it was in Sunday Night Football. So then come morning time, when everybody's supposed to be excited about the Justice League, Marvel drops the Thor Ragnarok trailer with nothing. Just out of nowhere, Thor trailer's up. I think Justice League was trending for like 20 minutes before.
That's awesome. I had no idea on that one. I don't, to go right in line with what you're saying, I don't even remember the promotion like that for Justice League.
No,
it ran for 7 days. It was a massive global event that they worked on putting together, and a lot of money and planning went into it, and then they just stole their thunder.
I see what you did there.
Oh, I didn't mean to, but yes.
It was a happy accident, huh?
Yeah.
Happy trees. I don't like this tree.
Marvel's marketing machine, they got stuff figured out. I mean, it was brilliant when they did all the stuff for Endgame and Infinity War, throwing all that stuff in the trailers that they shot just to do the trailers, but never intended putting in the movie, just to throw everybody off.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and that's cool. It keeps you on your toes. You don't know what you're gonna get, and and part of it was like, okay, oh man, I wanted to see Hulk and Wakanda, but the rest of it is like, we didn't get Hulk, but we still got some pretty damn cool fight scenes and stuff in Wakanda.
Yeah. There's one scene there. It's like 150 Marvel characters.
Oh wow!
So when they're all popping out through the portals. There's a special on YouTube from Weta.
Mm-hmm.
One of the VFX companies that worked on it, because 3 major groups worked on it. And they did that big battle scene where all the people are coming through to the portals in Wakanda.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen this, and in the YouTube video, they paused that scene, and just for 3 frames, you see Howard the Duck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But there's a crazy amount of characters there.
That scene it's insane, but I'm sure those people were working nonstop to get that stuff to make it in time to have it for the movie and stuff. But it turned out stellar, and there's the little Howard the Duck Easter egg cameo thing there, and there's so much other stuff that those guys were able to work in, and we got 30 seconds.
Oh.
We need to hit some of these comments after that 30 seconds.
Yes, totally will. And I'm going to throw out one more time as we're wrapping up here, guys. Again, donations are going to the Colon Club. Rodney's and Andre's sketches are both available. Mine's been claimed. I want to say a big shout out and thank you to Enrique. I'm going to keep working on this to get it inked and colored this evening. So if you guys are interested, you can message my Facebook page, and there is the timer. But you guys, if you want, you can keep working on it, because I'm going to keep working on mine. I'm going to figure out how this camera works. So my Facebook page is up here, Sean Forney Illustration. If you're interested in purchasing one of the sketches and want to donate, please head over there. shoot a message to producer A, and we will get you taken care of. And so, yes, we will go back and hit these comments. Mike Travis chimed in with, did he flinch? Or was it a freeze up? Guess I'll have to watch it again to be sure. Always love the pursuit of Bucky with Cap trying to help, tearing up the tires with claws. So amazing. And that was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that scene.
Okay.
Enrique says the hand-to-hand fights were so amazing. The choreography on the waterfall fight was amazing. Yeah. The both scenes with the challenges with the waterfall. I really dug the one with what's his name, M'Baku, and I just love Winston Duke playing that character. It's I don't know, he made it work. Something that could have been like a throwaway laughable character, he made it entertaining.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was fun.
Let's see. Russell Allen is in the house. Says, "Hey, you guys." Says, "No, I'm not planning on watching with my eyes closed tonight." Tina says, "Hi, Russell. Glad you got some rest." And Russell says, "Tina, thanks. I was watching last night, and next thing I knew, I woke up to Rodney talking. I'm like, what happened?" And Tina says,
on your morning stream.
And Tina says, "That happens to me sometimes too when Rodney Fike talks. I can relate."
Hey.
Hey, I resemble that statement.
I resemble that remark.
Thank you everybody that's chimed in so far, and again, thanks for picking up this piece. And I think most everybody's going to keep going on their Black Panther pieces here, so feel free to chime in with favorite Black Panther moments, favorite Black Panther artists, other things that inspired you, Chadwick Boseman's roles, what have you. This would be our nice way to kind of honor his memory and whatnot, and try to give a little bit to the charity.
Yeah, this was. This makes me happy that we're able to do this.
Yes.
So, yeah, that works. Very nice. I think we all three did a very nice job for 30 minutes.
Oh yeah. Those are sweet, guys.
Thank you. Yours as well.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are already yanking. Sure.
Let's see. Vernon says, "Nice work, guys."
Oh, thank you, Vernon.
Thank you,
buddy.
So I know I haven't. Did anybody get to watch The Boys or Mulan yet?
Oh, well, I saw Mulan back in February. When they had a press screening.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then it was like the week before it was supposed to open, and then it didn't. And then I watched the first episode of The Boys before I hopped on here.
Oh, nice. Is it
it's good?
Live up to the hype?
Yeah, it's good. I need to rewatch season 1 because I forgot how good it is.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, but 3 episodes. That's it. It's just such a piece.
Yeah, it's only 3 episodes because that's what they were able to get done before they got shut down, right?
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I have a question for Andre. Andre, somebody's asking where to find you. Do I send them to your just general Facebook page, or do you have?
the Dre Studios one on Facebook or Instagram. It's Dre Studios everywhere.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Producer A put the Facebook page in comments. So Sean O'Connor, there's at least one link, but like Andre said, same name everywhere.
Yeah, I'm most active on Instagram. Just Starting to update my Facebook stuff recently, but I'm there.
There you go. Go give them a follow.
That's right.
Let's see. Shoot, I lost my place. Mike Travis says the intensity in those eyes on Dre's piece is really cool.
Oh, thanks, man.
And producer B's hitting up the comments with more links.
All
And
right.
producer A has got the link to Colon Club, which is where we're going to be donating any of the money from selling these pieces. So there's some more information, everybody.
So I'll also throw in, I said before, this ink sketch. If anyone wants.
That is very nice.
Yes, that is a killer piece, man.
I just need to trim it. It's 5x7 on cardstock, so I just need to trim it on the pencil lines. But if anyone wants this piece, let me know, or let Sean know.
Yeah, you can shoot a message to my Facebook page, and stuff will get taken care of, and we'll get Andre your information so we can get it shipped out to you.
Yeah, it's coming out of Canada, so it might be a little slow, but he'll get there.
And so it's coming out of Canada, and we're sending the money to a charity. So tip well, folks.
Yes.
Not cheap to ship from Canada or into Canada.
Yeah, tell me about it. I don't understand. I ordered something from a guy in the Philippines, and it costs less for him to ship it from the Philippines to me than just for me to ship it back if I need to.
Wow.
I don't get it.
Nope. Vernon just commented, says that's why my wife died of 2 years ago, was colon cancer. Vernon, so sorry to hear that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Absolutely.
So we're trying to do our little bit to help here by raising some money and donating it to a charity that helps folks out that need to get checked out, battling it, what have you. So again, you can donate on any of these pieces. Andre's working on one, and he just put up that other one that he's got available there. So. Let's see. Enrique says the boys an intense show. I like the first season twist, or I mean, it was a twist to me because I read the book. I didn't read the books. So, like, my first time seeing the boys was the show, so I had like no expectations, no idea what was going on.
Yeah, we got the trade. I think it was around the holidays. One of the comic shops had a big trade sale, and we picked it up, and Tina just tore through it and really enjoyed it. And I had started reading it, and then the series dropped on Netflix, and we just started watching it. So I never went back and finished reading it because I saw the series.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a book that would really be as enjoyable reading versus watching, because it is such a great job with the character development and the casting on that. I know this is kind of taboo to say, but it just almost seems a case, not seeing the book, where the show might be more immersive, more entertaining. I don't know.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I haven't spoke to a whole lot of folks that have read the book, so I'm curious about that one myself.
Yeah, I didn't really read enough of it to be able to speak too much to that.
The way Homelander, the guy that plays him. I think he's from. What show is he from?
Oh,
Game of Thrones. Anyways, doesn't matter. But he just the way he portrays that character is you just hate him.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In his face. And
yeah.
for
Go
book
ahead.
to pull that off with the art and the storytelling and comic form, that's rare.
Yeah, I mean there's so much that you think would get lost in translation with trying to present it in a comic book, graphic novel, what have you. The stuff that they're going to be able to portray a lot better through acting. So, yeah, I'm curious myself to see see what everybody else thinks about that. Does it work as well in the book as it does in the show, or is it completely different?
Yeah, there's always that possibility that they probably change the story around.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know they made a few changes, but I don't know how much. Okay, Enrique says you can buy it digitally from the Humble Bundle, and the book reads a lot more like satire, but the show is really enjoyable. Garth Ennis is a bit less insane and easier to enjoy when he is rewritten. Adam is chimed in and says, "Hey everyone, late again, loving the Black Panther sketches."
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Adam.
Sorry, I'm complaining on Facebook out loud again. I apologize. I hate new Facebook.
Yeah, I think that's a general consensus. Everybody hates new Facebook.
One thing that drives me nuts about new Facebook is when you're watching a video, there used to be a button that you could press to invite friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you just click. It shows you a list of all your friends, and you click invite. I can't find it in the new Facebook, and the notifications are like bigger. So I don't know. It's gonna mess with a lot of people's numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Let's see. What are we doing here?
Enrique says, I mean, Preacher, the AMC show is good. The Punisher, The Punisher, Welcome Back, Frank and the Boys were all adapted and made easier to enjoy. I probably read that really wrong. So, The Punisher, Welcome Back, Frank and the Boys were all adapted and made easier to enjoy. There we go.
What's Welcome Back, Frank? I'm not sure I know that one.
I don't either. We got to be clued into that one, or I'm still reading it wrong, and maybe those are like 2 shows or 3 shows.
Well, is it referring to Frank Castle?
Yeah, it's Punisher : Welcome Back, Frank.
Oh. Okay, I got you. So it's the Punisher : Welcome Back, Frank, is what Steph's saying. Okay. Adam, my sketch is spoken for, but Andre's and Rodney's are both available. And Andre's got another sketch as well that is available. So we're asking that if you want to make a donation, all the donations are going to the Colon Club. So if you head up and hit my Facebook page up here, Sean Forney Illustration, shoot a message over to the page. Stuff will get you taken care of, and we'll get information off to Rodney or Andre on shipping and all those details. All right. And Enrique wrote back with some stuff to help me out on clarification here. It says, Welcome Back, Frank was a story written by Garth Ennis. All right. There we go.
Oh, have you guys ever seen that Dirty Laundry short?
It's not ringing a bell.
Jane and the guy, the first Hellboy. What's his name?
Ron Perlman?
Ron Perlman. Yeah, it's like a 10-minute short.
Oh, yes.
Takes place in the world of the first Punisher movie, the Thomas Jane one.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Laundry.
That's really good.
That was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
That was the best Punisher movie ever.
Absolutely.
I gotta check that out.
But what's weird
better
about
than
it,
the
Andre?
Dolph Lundgren one. So
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. What'd you say?
Said even better than the Dolph Lundgren one.
Yeah. But what's funny to me is because of how jacked Thomas Jane was when he was filming The Punisher, they had his clothes loosely fitting on him in that, because you can tell that he didn't have that bulk anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Considerably thinner.
Yeah.
But it still, I mean, it was great. It was a great short.
I'm gonna have to find this and watch this because
It's on YouTube. It's not it's a fan project type thing.
okay.
Like, did you guys see that Gambit short?
Yes, that thing was killer.
No, I didn't see that.
With what's his name? Eric Roberts.
Yeah.
You know it's good if Eric Roberts is in it, right? So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Eric Roberts. I mean, he's a household name. He's a living legend, right?
He's the best of the best.
Sean didn't get that reference.
I did. Sorry, I was reading the comments. Yeah, I did get the best of the best.
Thought that might have been a little before your time.
No, I've seen, I think the first 2 of those movies. Didn't they make like 7 of them or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's in all of them. But
yeah, he was what, the first 2, and it was what's his name? Penn. Chris Penn.
Chris Penn, yeah.
The one from Footloose, right? That was the like co-star that was in there in the first one.
Oh, I can't remember. Isn't that period in the early 90s where everybody was a martial arts star?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Then all of a sudden you're watching Eric Roberts movies expecting to kick ass, and it's just some low budget rom-com.
Nobody was badder than Steven Seagal, though.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. All right. So Enrique wrote back. He was about missing the colon in the movie or in the story, which threw me off. Mike Travis says Dirty Laundry is fantastic. So I gotta go and look that up on the YouTube. Warner says again, pun intended. That fencing movie. Yeah, what was that called?
Fencing movie?
Yeah, it was Eric Roberts, and it was a movie about fencing. I think that might be on Netflix. I remember seeing an ad for it recently. By the Sword, is that what he said? By the Sword, okay.
I got an Eric Roberts story. So he was like one of my mom's. She was just crazy for him, just crazy about him. So we were in Detroit a few years back, Motor City Con, and he was there, and I'm talking to him, and I was like, "Hey, can you do me a solid?" He's like, "What do you?" And he was by this time he was kind of hey, somebody's stomping and talking to me. Great. So I said, "You were like my mom's number one guy. She has just been crazy about you for as long as I can remember." I said, "Would you be okay if I called her and put her on her phone and you said hi to her?" He's like, "Absolutely, man. Let's do it." So I called my mom, and I was like, "Mom, I got somebody here who wants to talk to you." She's like, "Okay." What? And I was like, "I got somebody here on the phone. Aren't you in Detroit?" I was like, "Yes, Mom. I've got somebody here on the phone that wants to talk to you." She's like, "What? Okay." I was like, "Here, I'm going to give you the phone and talk to them." So I give him the phone. I said, "Her name's Cynthia." He goes, "Okay." And he takes the phone and goes, "Cynthia," he says, "how are you today?" And she had no clue what the hell was going on and who the hell she was talking to.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so I called her back later and I was like, "Mom, that was Eric Roberts." And she's like, "It was?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm going to choke you." It was so funny. But yeah, she had no clue who it was. And I'm like, "Man, I just hooked you up with your man and you dropped the ball."
Oh, geez.
But he was really cool about it. He was all game for it and everything. And I think at some point his agent was kind of like looking at him like, okay, it's time to move on. I'm like, why? I don't see a line.
Right.
But yeah, he was a super cool sport about it.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll see the publicist or their handler is the one that's actually making them rush off.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
a lot of these guys, you know, with some exceptions, are really down to earth. And their publicists and their PR people are the ones that are like super paranoid about them, right?
Oh, yeah.
So a few years ago, I can't remember what year it was, I was covering TIFF, the Toronto International Film Festival, and there were a couple of VIP parties that the company I was working with were responsible for, and one of them was the after party for this movie with I can't remember what it's called, with Bill Nye and the girl from the first Mummy, Rachel Weisz.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So it was the after party for the official after party for the film, and the company was hosting it, and I was there with with the publicity team and whatever. So Rachel Weisz popped in for 10 minutes and left, but Bill Nye came in and he stayed for the night. Now he's a very odd person.
I can see that.
Like, he's super awkward. So it was in this restaurant downtown Toronto that's on 2 levels. So they had the upper level booked for the VIP party, and the downstairs was just, you know, typical Saturday night. So it's a packed downtown restaurant. So we're kind of chatting and introducing him to various people. And then I don't know what happened. We kind of, both me and the publicist turned around for something, and then we turned back and he's gone. So apparently what happened, he got bored and he went downstairs and just wanted to look around. And obviously people are recognizing him and rushing at him and want to take selfies and stuff. And he's totally up for it, right? He doesn't care. And he's very soft spoken and very polite because he's British. And his publicist was just freaking out. He's like, we got to get him out of here. We got to get him out of here. Nobody's bothering it, right? He seems fine.
Yeah.
It's great.
Huh. That's cool.
That's hilarious. I mean, that's the kind of the way it is at like every like AfterCon thing, is the celebrities just wander around and they want to hang out and chat, and that's usually when they've ditched their handler or, you know, whoever's with them that's, you know, supposed to make sure they get paid during the day. And you know, they have a lot of fun. They're down to earth and actually, you know, fun to, you know, chit chat and whatever. Well, we were talking about Thomas Jane earlier, and I remembered I think it was either the first or second year when we went out to San Diego, and Warner and I went to go meet folks at the Hard Rock Cafe and the Hard Rock Inn, and we were wandering around the lobby, I think trying to figure out how to get upstairs or something like that. And, you know, so it's the Hard Rock, so they've got all the memorabilia on display and all this. And I'm standing there staring at guitars in a glass case, and somebody comes and walks up next to me and is doing the exact same thing. And I turn my head and I look over, and, you know, it's a dude in a black leather jacket, and he's sitting there, you know, drooling over the guitars just like I am. I'm like, man, that guy kind of looks familiar. Look back, and I'm, you know, staring at guitars and whatnot. And then it finally dawns on me. I turn over and I do another double take. Here it was Thomas Jane. It was just, you know, just chilling out, you know, oogling all the guitars and the Hard Rock. And, you know, like, he was doing the typical, you know, he's got his jacket on and he's got his ball cap pulled down, and nobody really noticed him and whatnot.
Huh.
Just being a normal guy, look at the guitar.
Well,
Yeah.
Kind of leads to that adage that all actors want to be musicians and all musicians want to be actors.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did kind of the, like a smaller version of that when we were at Detroit one year. This was a few years back. We were staying at the host hotel, which I don't think we were actually supposed to be staying at, because like pretty much everybody in there walking all around the place was all the celebrities at the con. And I had to go back down to the car to go get something. And it was, I don't know, it was after the con. So it was probably like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Stand there waiting on the elevator. And this dude walks up, the next day is, get on the elevator. And same thing, did the double take. And I'm like, huh, this guy looks familiar. Here it was, oh shit, I'm blanking on his name. It's Billy Butcher from The Boys.
Carl Urban?
Yeah, it was Carl Urban. I got on the elevator. He was doing the same thing. He had the ball cap kind of pulled down. He just kind of nodded at me, said hi, rode the elevator upstairs. And I sat there and I was like, trying to connect the dots. Like, I know this guy. The first thing that comes to mind, because at the time it was Star Trek, because he was Bones.
Right.
I get back to the room and I was like telling Steph, like, I just rode the elevator with Bones.
You didn't cover his eyes and ask him to say, "I am the law."
No. I think this was before Dredd even came out.
Oh yeah, Dredd did come out for Star Trek. You're right. What a great movie.
Oh yeah. There's still rumblings that thing's going to get a series and a sequel.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be nice if it happened, but yeah, I'm sure it's a
pipe dream.
Right. Warner chimed in. Yeah, the reason we were at the Hard Rock in San Diego is we got invited by Aaron to go to some sort of private party, and we went to the rooftop thing at the Hard Rock. And so Steph says I got to explain how we know Aaron. So it's Aaron Douglas from, well, at the time, Battlestar Galactica, and then post Battlestar Galactica, and I can't keep track of all the other stuff the dude's done, but we met him several years back at Pittsburgh Comic-Con, and Josh has stayed in touch with him. And when we were out there at San Diego, he's like, "Hey, come hang out with us. Go come grab a couple drinks or whatever." And we did. We ended up closing down both bars at the Hard Rock.
Nice.
We got the one. We finished a beer, got our second one, and they kicked us out. And they told us we could go to the downstairs bar. We get our another beer, and like they handed to us, and they're like, "Oh, we're closed. You guys got to leave." And they grabbed it back out of our hands.
Oh man,
it was cruel.
I was gonna say that should be
such a tease.
Once you've touched it, it's sold.
Yep.
Mine.
And Warner's saying Lena Headey.
She's in Dredd.
She's what?
She's in Dredd. She's Mama.
Oh, that's right. She was the like main villain or whatever.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Mama clan. Also Sarah Connor from the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's her name in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, she was in that dragon show.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Game of Thrones. So.
Really?
Yeah, I've watched the first half of the first episode up till maybe like the first 10 minutes, where they kill one of the wolves.
They kill one of what?
One of the wolves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and my girlfriend maybe shut it off. That was like right when it aired, and then we never got to watch it ever since.
Dude, you gotta like find some time to watch that.
Yeah, that's a killer series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everyone's telling me. Everyone told me the same thing about Breaking Bad. I finally caved and watched that last summer over like 3 weeks.
Now that is an amazing series.
I still have not watched it.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Stop what you're doing right now and go watch it.
I can't.
It is pretty good. I didn't love the last season.
Yeah. Did you watch the movie, the Netflix movie, or it wasn't Netflix? It was A&E or AMC
The
with
documentary.
Jesse.
Oh no, the El Camino.
Yeah,
Yeah, is that any good?
we thought it was good. Tina and I watched it. We liked it.
Yeah, I don't know if gotta see if that's on Netflix yet.
It was when it first came out because
Yeah.
they did that like dual release thing because they wanted it to be in theaters for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you forget I'm in Canada. It's different distribution, right?
That's true. I didn't even think about that. Warner's still saying you're slower than him.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Sorry.
I don't know though. Yeah, we need to put this to the test.
I
We gotta
agree.
get you guys on, do a like time thing, see what really happens.
Well, I did a sketch card challenge on my stream. I don't know if you guys saw that, and it was 45 minutes to do a sketch card with a randomly assigned character, right?
Yes.
So everybody who was on the stream got a character assigned right at the beginning and start going. So I never finished mine because I'm slow. Everybody else did, though. Yeah, but we had Jason Montoya on. He was done in like 20 minutes. He's like fully color. He's like doing bricks on the house in the back of Rogue. I was still blocking in my panels. But
let's see. Mike chimed in and said, "I gave up on Breaking Bad at the Fly in the Lab episode."
Is that like the second episode?
Was it that soon? I thought it was.
That's pretty early.
I don't know. I think I gave it a shot, like one episode, and it wasn't much of a shot. It was just kind of like it was on. I think I was getting ready to like fall asleep, and I just couldn't get into it, so I never like gave it any other attempts.
It's a slow burn. You gotta, and this is what everyone's telling me about Game of Thrones. Like you gotta give them more than one episode to really get into it because it takes a while to set the stage of what's going on.
Yeah. And yeah, Game of Thrones is very much that same thing. I mean, you gotta. It's so much that you gotta wait for the story to build up, but it's also like you gotta start connecting the dots of how everybody's related in Game of Thrones because it at some points it's like you're trying to figure out who the heck's at war with who and how's it all connect because for the first few seasons they are all over the place. You're following like 8 different stories.
Right. And they slowly start bringing them all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of commitment for me.
Well, The Wire from HBO, that was that way. There was a lot of characters in the beginning, a lot of individual stories, and they slowly linked them all together. And I mean, that is TV at its best, as far as I'm concerned. Have any of you watched The Wire?
I haven't, but I've heard really good things about it.
Oh, it is just absolute. It is TV at its finest.
Yeah, I gotta check that one out too.
And actually, Michael B. Jordan is in the first season.
Okay.
Yeah, he was as a young lad.
Just a whippersnapper.
Yeah, I kind of want to say he's almost like the main character.
Okay.
He plays a kid named Wallace, and he's just a kid, in the drug riddled streets of Baltimore, trying to make it through life, and it's really good. It's the characters, man, are just so rich, and the acting is absolutely phenomenal. So
I gotta see if any of my services has that.
yeah, you need to put it on your to-do list because you will not be sorry. And those are the guys, Tom Fontana and that group that did Homicide: Life on the Streets on NBC.
Oh yeah.
And they also did The Corner, which was after The Wire, which also took place in Baltimore. And they did Oz on HBO.
Oz was so good.
Oh man, yeah, it's the same people. So yeah, it's a lot of that crew. Yeah.
I don't know why, for some reason, I just remembered mid 90s, there was this TV show based on the Masquerade game.
Okay.
Do you know what that is? The vampire thing?
I've heard the name of the game you're talking about, but I didn't know there was a series.
It was on Fox, and it was the guy that played the Highlander TV series in the Highlander TV series.
Oh, Adrian Paul?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he was in it, and a bunch of other people. It was so good, and it got canceled because it was Fox.
Huh.
The world just wasn't ready for vampires at that point.
Fox did a series. I think it only lasted one season. Free Fall or Freeform or something like that. I can't even remember really what it was about, but I remember really, really liking it. And then they canceled it, and I'm like, what the hell? And the reason I remember it is because there's an opening sequence where this guy is like laying on his bed in his bedroom, and something happens, and he gets up and he looks out the window to see what's going on, and he was a dead ringer from my buddy, a real good friend of mine, Jim, just big old dumpy, goofy looking redhead, and I was like, oh my God, that's Jim. And I literally thought it was Jim on screen because Jim was a stand-up comedian and stuff, and he was living out in LA at the time, and I actually thought it was Jim. But I can't remember the hell. It started with an F. Oh man, I don't know, but it was a really good series. It only lasted for that. They didn't get the full season and they canceled it.
Yeah,
it starts with an F, and it was on Fox, and all the stuff you're describing. Was it Firefly?
No, it wasn't Firefly. I remember Firefly. I don't know.
There's this running joke with my girlfriend because Fox cancels like almost everything for no reason. There was a show a few years ago called Alcatraz. It was kind of like the sci-fi mystery with some weird thing. And then every time there's a new show on Fox, she goes on and says, yeah, and then they're going to play it for half a season, and then we're never going to find out what happens to the people in Alcatraz. That's exactly what happened in Alcatraz. They just, like, one day the show wasn't on anymore. And you don't know what happened on Alcatraz.
Yeah, the aliens came and took them away. It's all right.
Well, it's like the V reboot. Right? They never really finished that story, and that's the second time they did it to us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I loved that in the 80s, whenever it was originally, and then it went nowhere, and then they rebooted it, and it went nowhere again.
Sean, Russ has a question.
Yeah, I just saw that. So let me jump in there. So Russ says, just wanted to elaborate, are the $45 pencils, $55 inks, and $75 color available for other sketches as well, or just for the Black Panthers tonight? So tonight, we just have Black Panthers. We decided we're going to stick with these for tonight. So mine is claimed. Rodney and Andre's are available. Andre also has another ink sketch that's available. So we're taking donations for the Colon Club. So there's our minimum donation request. And also keep in mind, Andres will be getting shipped out of Canada, so tip very well. And if you want to pick up any of the sketches, message my Facebook page up here, Sean Forney Illustration, and we'll get you squared away.
Yeah, and that's different tonight than it normally is.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't really color because I paint, so it's just pencils. But it'll be fully shaded. If you're interested in mine.
So there, hopefully that helps. If anybody's got further questions, just post them in there, and we will do our best to answer those as we go along. And then I'm going to jump back. Mike Travis said that episode that he mentioned, the Fly in the Lab episode, was in season 3 or so. Christian Ritter was already dead in the show too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Spoiler alert.
a few seasons in.
Warner's asking if you remember Automan.
Automan.
I don't know.
No.
I have no clue.
Yeah, that doesn't ring any bells.
Sounds made up.
Right? And Russell said, "Sorry, I missed the explanation earlier and didn't know if you were offering up other sketches for the donations. Thanks for clarifying." So yeah, so right now it's these. Say what now? Okay, yes. So the ones you see on screen, and then Andre's got another Black Panther sketch that he's offering up. There it is. So you guys can message the page and make a donation and all that good stuff, and we'll get you taken care of. Steph says Automan looks like Knight Rider. That just sounds awful. 83 to 85? Dude, I was 1 to like 3 years old. Like, how am I going to remember that?
Come on, Sean. Roddy remembers things from when he was 3.
That's right.
And he's a lot older than you.
That's right.
A lot.
Yeah, let's leave it at that.
He's a lot older than me, too. Oh.
Rodney, how'd that bus feel as it went over you? Desi Arnaz Jr. And Automan was a computer program come to life. Played by Chuck Wagner.
Oh, Jesus.
Chuck Wagner. I know the name. I can't put a face to it.
Wonder Woman.
Got to go a little bit more recent.
He played Steve Rogers in Wonder Woman in the 70s series.
Yeah, no.
I believe that's him.
Before my time.
Come on, you never even watched reruns of Linda Carter as Wonder Woman?
Maybe 1 or 2, but
Like,
Well, there's one or two
like 4 at most.
in that costume. Come on. If you know what I mean. The running scenes are stellar.
Everything goes in slow motion, like Baywatch.
Version of Baywatch.
Yeah.
Come on.
And we're back to Baywatch.
it
Baywatch.
all comes full circle.
I was gonna say, yeah. Where do you think Baywatch got it from? Linda Carter.
We have come full circle.
Yeah.
You know what we're missing? We're missing Jay Fife to tell us all about the glories of Baywatch nights. That was a Fox show, wasn't it? Baywatch?
Yeah.
That didn't
Who
get
else would
canceled.
make it?
Now all that's going through my head is trying to think of other stuff Fox canceled.
Other than Firefly?
There was the one that just popped in my head was they tried to do a spin-off of Married with Children. And it was why am I blanking on his name?
I was just talking to somebody about this.
Not Not Matthew Perry. What was the guy that played Joey on Friends?
Matt
Matt
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc. He was Kelly's boyfriend, and they were gonna do a spinoff, and he lived with his dad in an apartment and was always climbing in and out the window.
Huh.
I think that lasted like 3 episodes.
If that. I was gonna say I think it only made like 1 episode. They introduced him on Married with Children, and I think he got an episode or something like that, and it was done.
Did you know, speaking of Friends, that John Cryer lost the role of Chandler Bing to Matthew Perry? But he was,
Really?
yes, at the last minute. I don't know what happened, but he was supposed to play Chandler, and they changed it up at the last minute and gave it to Matthew Perry.
That would have been a much different TV show.
Yeah.
The show I was talking about was called Kindred: The Embrace. And it ran for
sounds
8
familiar.
episodes.
How many
And
episodes?
8 episodes in 96.
Okay.
And it wasn't the guy from Highlander. It was Mark Frankel.
Has he done anything since then? That doesn't ring any bells.
No. But C. Thomas Howell was on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really good concept. Bridget Brannon. Recognize her. It's all about vampires, and there's 4 factions of vampires, and they're like mob families. But depending on the kind of vampire characteristics they have different behaviors. So they're all bloodsuckers, but you have the Nosferatu clan, which are like the classic Nosferatu vampires. They're super powerful, but they're like the monsters. Then you had this other clan that was like super romantic, and they're all sexy and having parties. Then you had like the smart ones, and then the sleazy ones. And it was just kind of all the clans together, kind of Romeo and Juliet type stuff.
Huh.
So it was Twilight before Twilight.
Yeah, when no werewolves or sparkly people.
Mike Travis said the Matt LeBlanc show was like Pam Anderson's Stacked, short-lived cheesecake. I don't remember the Stack show, but she did this other show, and I cannot remember the name of it, but it came out around the same time as Danger Girl, and I swear to God, they like totally ripped off Danger Girl. It was Pamela Anderson and then 3 other women, and they were like hired security or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And they took her in as like a client or whatever, but then they started training her to be like a badass like the rest of them.
It sounds like Fox Force 5 from Pulp Fiction.
It was oh God, what was that? I want to say it was called like VIP something or other.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Just very important protection.
Yes. Yeah,
right. Yes.
So at the same time. Oh wow, it lasted that long?
That ran for a while.
I just remember seeing a little bit of it. Like it aired at like a goofy time on the weekends or something.
Yeah, it was like at 10 o'clock or something.
I remember seeing a few episodes, and when I was watching, I'm like, they ripped off Danger Girl because like all 3 of the girls looked like they were pulled from Danger Girl. And Mike, yes, I'm pretty sure VIP was the name. I think you're right on that.
Yeah, that's it.
Rusty is in the house, and Danny D says, "I'm still a fan of American Werewolf in Paris." Did that have a show?
Maybe.
I know there was a movie. It was supposed to be a sequel to American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
Now the producers IMDb in this stuff for us. We got a movie. Movie is confirmed.
$19.97.
1997, producer P says.
It's rated R. Means it's probably really good.
It's rated R, so she says it means it's probably really good.
Not everything I've ever heard about it, but all right, sure.
The movie, if I remember, had some very goofy effects.
I could see that happening. 90s, and they're probably trying to use CG to make a werewolf, would be my guess.
I think it was a cross between puppets and CG.
Okay.
Yeah.
Failed miserably.
It got
Oh, yeah.
a star on Rotten Tomatoes.
It got a half a star on Rotten Tomatoes.
Sounds about right.
I remember Logan's Run, Josh.
There was a TV show for Logan's Run? Huh.
Yeah. That was a great.
The show originally, and then no.
Okay. I don't know. Haven't seen either. I don't need to get out more.
What did the New Mutants get on Rotten Tomatoes? Curious.
I don't know.
Producers are looking.
What did the New Mutants rate on Rotten Tomatoes? Hang on, she's on it.
All right, thank you.
Steph says 31 on the tomato meter.
Oh, that's not bad.
53 on the audience score. No, that sounds better than what I expected based on some of the reviews I saw for it.
It says 31%, 23 rated fresh, 51 rated raw. As far as critics.
23 fresh, 51 rotten from critics.
What I'm hearing is that if you enjoyed Brightburn, if you're one of the people that didn't think Brightburn was a steaming pile, you'll like New Mutants.
I still haven't seen Brightburn. I want to watch that.
No, me neither.
I think you'll enjoy it.
It looked really good from the trailers.
So what you should do after the stream, after you watch Bad Laundry or Dirty Laundry,
Yeah.
is watch the original Man of Steel trailer,
Okay.
then watch the original Brightburn trailer.
Okay.
It's a full homage.
All right. Check that out.
It
Makes sense. I mean, I know they were trying to riff on that whole idea, so it makes sense they would homage the trailer itself.
Even down to the music. You watch the trailer for Brightburn, it's like, oh, this sounds really familiar, because it's that Hans Zimmerman.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer. It's that, or like epic orchestra music, the same key.
Okay.
But it's not, right? Because obviously they're not ripping it off.
So Bryant Rust says Earth 2. You guys remember that? I remember Earth 2.
Yes.
Earth 2.
It was I want to say it was NBC.
Yeah, it was NBC.
It was it came out same time as Sequest.
Yes.
And yeah, my dad and I were hooked on that. We used to watch that back to back when it first came out. Let's see, Earth 2. There were a couple of famous people on there. I'm like totally blanking on who they were.
The blonde that was in that.
Clancy Brown was in it. Yeah.
Yeah. He was in it, and the blonde woman that's in that is in the Fear the Walking Dead.
Oh, the mother?
Yeah. Yeah, that's her.
Oh yeah, Antonio Sabato Jr. was on there.
There's a period where he was in everything.
Oh yeah. Well, it was like for whatever reason that sticks out in my head when that was on TV, and it was like he was like in everything. There was some goofball like thing we had to read in school, and they did an interview with him because his birthday's a leap day. So they did this little write up in this thing we had to read in school because his birthday is only every 4 years or whatever.
Oh.
That's the stupid memory that gets connected with that show.
Whatever happened to him? He's just gone.
He kind of disappeared. I don't know if he had some issues or whatnot. Like
You kind of see him in like an episode of CSI or
Yes.
Criminal Minds, one that like he'll make his odd cameo.
yes, yeah, he definitely showed up on like I want to say like all of those. I think he was on CSI. I think he was on Law and Order. Antonio Sabato Jr.
You guys watch Supernatural?
Yes, haven't caught up on the last 2 seasons, but yes.
I think it's the last season
Yep.
coming up, or the last half of the season.
Yes.
Kind of bittersweet, but they're kind of running out of ideas there.
Right.
Isn't this like the 13th season?
I
15.
want to say
15th?
yeah, 15.
They were supposed to end like season 7 or season 8, where it had kind of an ending and was really good, and then a new season starting. Like, whoa, wait, what happened?
Yeah, Steph says money happened.
Yeah, cash money.
Yeah. Steph watches. I know I made the crack on here the other night at some point when we were streaming about like it never fails. We watch it on TNT during the day whenever Steph has like a snow day or something. Never fails. Every time. Same 3 episodes.
Somebody put up a meme the other day. It was a kid that made a pretty funny observation that there is no such thing as snow days anymore. Well,
Right?
With the homeschooling. And I was like, oh man, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. We've been sharing that around with all of our friends, and we've all shed a few tears. Steph's given a really long explanation to say it's really not true.
About the snow days?
Yeah, the Zoom snow days isn't going to happen because they can't guarantee that everybody's going to have access to stuff. So, not really the case. Not yet, anyway.
The power outages.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, stupid question. Does Canada get snow days?
Yeah. We don't do anything about it, but we get it.
You guys just hop on your Zambonis and just ride them into work, right?
I'll send you a picture of my yard from. I can't remember. I had to wake up. I was flying to LA, and I woke up at 4 in the morning, and I had to.
Jeez.
I took a picture of it because I had to explain in case I was going to be late for my flight.
Oh, it's got to be good then.
Yeah. But no, I can't. It's been a really long time since things seriously shut down because of heavy snow. Okay, like early 2000s, they called in the army to shovel snow.
Wow.
Yeah, we got like 5-6 feet in Toronto. So like just too much snow for anything.
Oh yeah. Damn.
But the East Coast gets hammered all the time. Like every year, like Halifax, Nova Scotia, stuff like that, they'll get a couple of times when they'll get down to like 4 or 5 feet overnight.
And is that because of the lake effect, or is that?
Well, they're right on the ocean,
Oh, okay.
right? So there you just see pictures of, people walking out their second story window.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
That type of thing, right?
What was it? Two winters ago, Buffalo got like 38 inches of snow in a 24-hour period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like Buffalo's standard mode of operation there.
Yeah.
That's my folks always tell me the story. Like, so my grandma used to live outside of well, she was actually in Syracuse, and they went up to like spend the weekend or something like that. And it was like they went to bed and it was kind of starting to snow. They got up the next morning. It was just a single story house, but the snow went up to the roof.
Jesus.
Like that happened overnight.
No thanks.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Not all of Canada's covered in snow. But,
Oh man. Well, I do watch all the Curse of Oak Island stuff, so I do get to see those lovely parts of Canada.
I mean, some of it, like if you look like Toronto area, we're on the same line as New York,
Okay.
right? So we get pretty much the same weather as New York does.
Gotcha.
You go up north a couple hours, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Right. See where you got it. Now you got. Oh,
No.
shit, they're fully colored.
Dre show his other piece. Danny came in late.
Drake, can you show your other piece? Danny came in late. He hasn't had a chance to see it.
Danny saw him. Go over what's going on again.
And Sean, go over what's going on again for the latecomers.
Oh, all right. All you
Please
folks, since
Please and thank you.
you've thrown off our momentum. No. All right. So here's the scoop. So Andre's got the two pieces there. The one he's working on, the one he just showed off. Rodney's got his piece there. They are both available. Mine has already been claimed. They are available for a donation. We're kind of using a starting point of our usual prices. So Rodney's already up to color. So a donation of $75 or more will get you the piece. We're going to make a donation to the Colon Club. And Andre's piece there, he's rendering that thing out. So again, treat that as an ink or a color piece, but remember it's coming from Canada. It's expensive to ship stuff, so tip well if you want to go after Andre's piece there. But if you want to claim anything tonight, we're going to do everything just through my Facebook account. So head on over to the Sean Forney Illustration Facebook page and message producer A there, and we will get you squared away. And hopefully I covered all of it.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep. So if anybody's got like follow-up questions or whatever, feel free to post them in the chat, the comments there. Warner is mesmerized by your blending stump there, Andre.
My blending stuff.
I got it. That's what she said from the other room.
You behave back there.
It's getting late. We're getting slap happy. Producer A has had us up since 5:15. Producer C had me up like 5 times overnight because he just wanted to hop out of bed and keep waking me up.
No, he's producer D.
Oh, producer D. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right.
Is the cat.
Yeah.
Well, producer D was, making sure that, and I didn't get any sound sleep. So there's that.
Screenshot.
Yeah, that Rodney's already going on background colors and everything.
Yeah. I'm in the zone, baby.
Just showing off.
Inside
Did I say that out loud?
voice, Andre. Inside voice.
Blending stump. That looks more like a blending brush there.
It's dollar store makeup brushes.
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
It's great.
Oh, dude, I bought a bunch of that stuff in college for like a pastel class that I took and a couple of drawing classes. No, that stuff was awesome.
Different sizes and they're soft and
That's what she said.
Ah, you beat me to it.
Hey, it's a show in more ways than one. So maybe you'll get Warner heading over to the dollar store to pick up some makeup brushes to go along with his.
Why not? That's where he buys his fine art brushes.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. That's where he gets his fine art brushes to do all the painting. They all come from the dollar store and Walgreens. Maybe we should mail him kneaded erasers. You know, even though I know he has a stack of them from his wife.
can never have enough kneaded erasers. Who was I talking to about the brain of the kneaded eraser? It's one of you guys?
The brain kneaded eraser.
No, so
Brand?
no, brain. Kneaded erasers are great reference for if you want to draw brains.
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 Brains, like the stuff the zombies eat.
Like
Yeah.
more brains? Okay.
Yeah, more brains.
Yeah, that was not us. We are totally lost. If you can't tell.
Wait, he's giving us visual aid. Hang on, he's working on it.
Hang on, give me a minute. Let me. Do I have this here?
Look at those fingers go.
That's what she said.
Oh, God.
There's
That's
something
in the background going, that doesn't look like a brain.
Tonight we're going to teach sculpting.
Right. So hopefully you do that like 12 times.
Yeah.
And then it's brains. You can see the way the light and the shadows hit it.
I see it. There we go.
I'm also going to say, dude, you spent way more time trying to make brains out of kneaded eraser than trying to look up a photo for it.
There's a thing
Well,
called Google.
sometimes you just don't want to get up from the couch, right?
Do they have Google up there north of the border?
Yeah, but it's in French, so
No, they got Google, eh?
yeah. I'm trying to find something.
Sean sounds like he needs a shot.
I'm just laughing so hard because Steph is just in the living room dying laughing.
Glad I could provide some entertainment. Here.
That's why we love you, Andre.
Yeah. Dude, have you ever thought about doing stand-up?
Yes.
I think you should.
Go on amateur night. I don't know where it is. I did this Mars Attacks drawing, and I couldn't figure out. I didn't want to get up off the couch. I couldn't figure out the brain, so I made the brain out of a kneaded eraser and used it as reference for the whole thing. I was like, "This is genius."
Mike says he's quicker at sculpting than sketching too. funny. Warner says, "Take off, hosers." He says, "Crank up his tail, eh? That'll get him going."
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah, that was a little random.
Danny says, "I hope everyone has pants on drawing tonight."
I have shorts.
Yeah, shorts.
Yeah, we're rocking the gym shorts.
Hey, it's just my booty shorts. They're fine.
All right.
When Andre messaged me telling me he was going to make it to come on and join us, he said he'd be wearing pants. He knew how we all rolled.
Yeah. Just seemed appropriate. It is a family show after all, right?
Right.
Well, after 10, we can do a sans pants hour.
The after hours after pants show.
There you go. All right.
Where's the pencil?
Danny D says, "Please no stand up then, Andre, but that would be great doing stand up in 9th grade gym shorts." Josh says, "Appropriate for the Great White North, eh?"
Still kind of warm.
All right.
So, we've got Labor Day here on Monday. Does Canada have any holidays on Monday?
Yeah, it's called Labor Day.
I didn't know if you guys celebrated the same thing.
Yep.
Got any plans other than staying in the house COVID free?
Some barbecue going.
There we go.
Sure, I got housework to do.
And we're going to be putting together some IKEA stuff at some point.
Someone's got to do it. I'm sure Warner's got. What's he doing? Like building an addition to the house?
He's been working on the closet to bathroom transformation. I don't know. I haven't gotten any progress photos lately, so I don't know where that's.
Right. That's what it was.
I don't know where that's at in progress.
Hey, you think you about that one?
Okay. I think I'm done.
Showing us all up. Jeez.
I even signed it. It's officially done.
Did you get Tina's seal of approval?
I don't know.
I signed it. That's a plus.
I signed it. Yeah, she said I signed it. That's a plus.
Usually, sometimes he gives them to me, and I'm like, dude, you didn't sign it.
That's been
Hey,
a
at
while.
least somebody catches that, because I've done it a few times where I forgot to do it. I had to wait till like the follow-up convention to sign pieces at times.
So pretty sure A's slipping on her job over there.
Yeah, okay, so Warner says he's working on the bathroom. Danny says 9/11 is Friday, too. We might have to plan something for Friday. I didn't realize that was going to fall on Friday.
Huh. Okay.
I have no idea. That just popped in my head.
Do Ash. Casada's, remember Ash?
Yeah.
Event Comics?
That,
Are we? Because Ash was a firefighter, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ash, or we can do something patriotic. Some Captain America.
Captain America, there you go.
Some fighting American.
That would be cool.
Steph Stray should come back and do Captain Canada.
There you go.
It's
And
Captain Canuck.
Humberto Ramos.
That one, right?
Yeah.
This was beautiful. Oh, this is the 22 Brides one. I have the other one somewhere too, but the art on this was just something else.
Does Ramos do the interiors or is it Casada?
Let me see.
It's the Ramos cover.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Ash 22 Brides. I think it's a crossover. Yeah, no,
That's Ramos.
that's Ramos, yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Thanking him.
And yeah. Yeah, it's all Ramos.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Umberto Jumping Bean Ramos. That's how it's credited here.
That's not insensitive at all.
Fabian, it's not too late to turn back. Nichiedza. Huh.
Oh.
Do you guys remember? Where is it? This is the wrong issue, but this character.
Oh, yeah. That's Matthew.
Creed?
Creed?
I've
Yeah.
got some pinups in the back of that I colored.
Oh, no kidding.
Of
Yeah.
this book?
Yeah.
Oh,
Open it up. Open it up. Flip-
Okay, hang on. Keep your pencil.
Actually, flip. What's on the back cover? Yeah, dude, the back cover. Real quick, go back to the back cover. We did that. We designed that. We did that.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, now flip to the pinups in the back. We designed that ad too. The black and white ad. That's
This
us.
one?
Both of them.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Where's the pinups?
I don't. Maybe. What?
I think it's all black and white on the inside.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's the Canadian edition, you know.
okay. Issue 1 of Creed. I think there's 3 pinups in the back that I colored.
Oh, hang on, I have that somewhere too. This
Okay.
is the Creed cat fight crossover. One second.
Okay.
Where's Creed?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I did those ads.
That's hilarious.
That is so funny. I did that lightning by hand too. I mean, it's all. Well, I did it in Picture Publisher. We didn't have Photoshop, but yeah. Yeah, we did a lot of coloring work and ad layout design for Lightning Comics. A lot.
That's funny.
Helena and what was the other one? Double Impact.
I might have some of those if I kept some
This
of that
one?
stuff.
That's issue 3. I don't know. Flip through that.
Hang on, issue 1. Hang on, we got issue 1.
Okay. That's the variant cover. That's not the issue 1 cover that I remember.
This might be. Why is it? This is weird. Okay. Yeah, this is color, so
Okay.
there might be some pinups in it. Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay. No.
No, that's sketchbook.
There it is. I colored that.
That's
What's
awesome.
your name? Where's your name?
Down at the bottom, that HH, that stands for Henry Hughes. That was the name of our coloring studio. I designed that logo, that Henry Hughes logo. Colored that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, okay. And
I know I've got some stuff with that logo on it.
Yeah, and I colored that. Colored all 3 of those.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, we took the way back machine way back to the 90s.
Oh yeah. And actually Matthew did we did 2 versions of the Savage Dragon crossover. Dion did one, and we were beefing back and forth with him, so we weren't happy with what he drew for us. We had Matthew drew the story as well. So we have that Savage Dragon crossover with Superior 7 that Matthew drew as well.
I think I have that somewhere too. What about this? You guys walking this?
Babe watch.
Nope.
No? Okay. We won't open that one. From Lightning as well.
I don't think so. Open it up, see what the pinups are in the back.
And now I'm going to have to go dig through some old books, man.
That looks like your ad. In color.
Yeah, we did that. We did that, the black and white one.
Let's see if there's pinups back here. There's another ad.
No, that's not it.
That's the wizard spot. Some fan art.
Fan art, yeah. Okay.
No, doesn't look like there's a pinup.
Okay.
Let's see what else we'll have from these guys. Babe Watch, you said no. Body bags? No, that's Dark Horse.
Shit, I wish. That's Jason Pearson. Do you have any double impact?
Somewhere.
Or Helena?
Helena?
Helena? Yeah.
Let me check. I just came across some of these older ones the other day, and I have them here. Like these, 22 Bridesmaids.
We did a lot of work for Boneyard Press, too. We did a lot of covers for them, a lot of pinups for them.
I have somewhere, I know I have some Helena, and I have Satanica.
We didn't do any Satanica.
Satanica? Oh, that's awesome. What a small world.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's we did a lot of work for Lightning. Other than AOCOM, who was the guy that we did all Angel Wars stuff from. Lightning Comics was our second biggest client. We did a lot of work for those guys. That's crazy.
I really liked Trent. What's his name? The Creed guy, Trent and whatever.
Trent Kaniga?
Yeah, that's the one. I really loved his work when that came out. It was so refreshing in
it was different.
Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld world. And then all of a sudden this popped up on the shelf with the big feet, and it still had the detail, but it was very cartoony.
Yeah, I mean that was really kind of in my wheelhouse too. That's why I really liked coloring those pinups. He was only 17 years old when that book broke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think Matthew was 19 because he did Snowman. Remember Snowman?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, they were part of the Heroes for Hire company. The guy can't remember the guy's name, but he would hire all these high school kids and young kids, and they would do their characters and stuff, and he would print them. And yeah, I think it was Heroes for Hire. So Trent had Creed. Matthew Martin had Snowman. I'm trying to remember if there was somebody else. I can't remember. I thought there was a third person. Oh, what's the guy's name? Was it John Cleary?
Oh, I think that's who I was just trying to think of. Was he the guy that did Boof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, John.
Oh, I remember that too.
Yeah, and I did a pinup or something for John as well. I can't remember exactly what. I remember running into John Cleary in Chicago, and he did the clown from Spawn for me because he got to do The clown had a mini series.
Yes.
A while later.
Yeah, and John did that mini series. So when I ran into him, he did a clown sketch for me in my sketchbook.
Yeah, he did a bunch of like McFarlane homages doing the Spider-Man #1 cover.
Yeah.
He did that for Gen 13 with Grunge.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think he might have been the original homage cover guy.
Yeah. Yeah, when you brought that name up, I remembered that stuff because I bought a bunch of like his stuff like through like I want to say like maybe the Booth book was the first one I got or something like that. I don't know. I remember getting a bunch of his stuff.
Yeah.
And then just I dug the kind of funky cartoon style mixed with like, you know, all that like McFarlane type detail.
You know, and I think if I'm remembering, if it's the same, I think he did a book called Bloodbath that we colored. Hang on, I got it on my shelf. Hang on, let me get it.
I might have that as well.
All right. Well, you guys are looking for books. I'll just throw it out there again. It's up in the comments, but Andres and Rodney's pieces are still available. You can message my Facebook page, Sean Forney Illustration. All the proceeds tonight are going to the Coleman Club. So if anybody's interested, just let us know. We'll get details shared with both these guys to get stuff shipped to you and all that.
Oops.
Do you need help?
Found them. Okay, so
Tell staff to read your messages.
so here's Bloodbath. This was Samson Comics, and I think it was Cleary.
Oh, I had that for sure.
I remember Samson Comics, but I don't think I ever picked that up.
Jamie Biggs. His name is Jamie Biggs.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, so we colored this book. Yeah, and then he did something for Image. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, that's all me.
I don't know if Jamie's still on Comic Art Fans, but he was for a while, and he had a gallery full of some very McFarlane-esque Spider-Man, Venom, you know, you name it. Just
Look at that,
galleries full of stuff that he would do these huge penciled pieces.
Look at that, John.
Nice.
Tucci.
Nice.
I colored that. What else I got? This was a book, Chrysalis Studios, Rare Breed. I colored that. See the logo? Henry Hughes.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime you see that, that's us. Yeah, and Doug colored that one. Yeah, that's.
I could just start calling you sir.
Well, here's Creed #1.
I think I might have that.
Oh yeah, that is different than mine, huh?
Yeah, well, this is #1. This is volume 1, #1.
Yeah, but I have volume 1, #1 that's got the cover on both sides.
Okay. Well, this has a black back, but these are I got comp copies from them, so I don't know what iteration it was, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one I was looking at before.
You know what? I colored that too. Because yeah, there's the Henry Hughes logo. Because that's a filter, an alien skin filter for his shirt and that frog.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you remember Alien Skin? The software, the program Alien Skin.
No.
Oh, I did that Creed logo. I did that too.
Nice.
Huh. Yeah, we're jumping on the Wayback Machine on this one.
Back in the 90s.
That's right. Tina said,
It was a different time.
Yes, it was.
I remember Photoshop 3. That's the first version I started using. And the magic wand blew my mind. It was just like, poof, I can change the color on anything.
Dude, I didn't start it until Photoshop 5.
Yeah,
Or no,
it's-
I take that back. I think it was like 5.5, and then I jumped right into 6.
I still use CS6. I can't stand
Oh,
the
guys,
creative
look.
stuff.
Look. Recognize the guy in the middle?
Can't see it that clearly.
Ethan Van Sciver, Cyberfrog. I knew there was a third guy.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, Cyberfire, I remember that too.
August 11th of 94. There you go.
Let's see.
How about
Did
them?
you know Trent? Do you know Trent?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't talked to him in 25 years, but yeah, I know
No,
him.
but like you know him by name, like he'll recognize you.
Yeah, he'd know me.
Yeah, he's really active on YouTube now. I should reach out to him.
I definitely should do that. Yeah, we did all these ads in the back of issue 2 too.
That's awesome.
Huh. Crazy.
Steph's
there you
now catching on to alien skin.
Helena Double Impact. Yeah, I colored that.
Vesta wants to know what book you're looking at.
This is Helena Double Impact from Lightning Comics. We were looking at Creed from Lightning Comics.
Make there you go.
All right, so that's Creed. We were started off with Bloodbath from Samson Comics that I colored. Then we went over Rare Breed from Chrysalis Studios that I colored. And then we have, that's issue 2 of Creed. I colored the pinups in the back, and I did the...
Oh, there's your snowman.
Yeah, there's Snowman.
I remember that too.
Yeah. And then that's a variant cover. There's Helena Double Impact. These are the G.I. Joe issues that I inked on. There's a chromium variant cover from Trent that's signed. Issue 1. Battle Files from G.I. Joe. It's all kinds of messed up. Wrestling book that I did for a friend of ours. And then, here we go. Vixen 9 was also from Samson Comics, a Greg Capullo cover.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't color that cover because they wouldn't let me touch that. But yeah, we did all the interiors for this. I colored this.
that's a really nice cover on the Vixen.
Yeah, this was crazy. Let's see what's in the back. Yeah, Doug colored that pinup. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it was because it was a flip cover. I did that logo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, see, there's Rich Buckler Jr. Me and him got to be pretty good friends back in the mid-'90s. So, yeah, that was that. And then, what was the other one? Oh, yeah, okay. This was a Comics WKRP in Cincinnati. What's the guy? Chad Lambert.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote this book because he's a DJ here in Cincinnati. He was. So it's about his days in radio. And I did the interior colors it's all Copic markers.
Nice.
So I think it's like 26 pages. I ended up doing 23 pages. But that's all Copic markers.
Nice.
Yeah. Kooky.
All right.
Okay. That's
Come back
to present day.
Step out of the Wayback Machine.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh no, that was cool. I like seeing that stuff. Dude, most of that stuff was like my childhood.
It was my 20s.
Comments. Go back. Okay, so Danny said he remembers Alien Skin from Photoshop.
Yeah.
Uso says definitely back in the day. Danny, I had Photoshop 4 and then got 6 and now still use CS6. That's got to be crazy anymore. All right, and then Husoya answered his question about which books. Warner says we're Hasbro's.
That's right.
Danny says that's one guy's from Florida you were talking about.
Yeah. Hang on. I won't say his name over here. Flashpoint Studios. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I'll PM you that, Danny. I don't know if you know him.
There you go. And he's asking about the G.I. Joe book.
I inked. I was a background inker on the G.I. Joe when it was with Devil's Due. Where's it at? Let's see. This is G.I. Joe Files. It's a David Michael Beck cover.
Oh yeah. I think I've got that.
Huh?
I think I've got that book.
I don't know if I did any of this stuff or not. I don't think I did. These are all just character illustrations.
So what is that, like a character encyclopedia?
Yeah, it's like their Marvel Universe books.
Right.
No, I don't think I did. I didn't work on any of this. I remember inking this character on the interior pages. But no, this is. I think I just got these, but they were comp copies. But I do have some of the books over there on the shelf that I worked on. No more original. There you go, Josh. Hasbro.
Yeah, Danny says, excuse me, geez, I can't keep from coughing here. Says maybe you should do a piece on the back of it.
Well, like a remark?
I'm guessing that's what he's getting at.
On the back of the G.I. Joe?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty ragged out, though, dude. I think I've got more copies of it. I'll have to look.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know about you guys, but two of us are done, and it's definitely getting to be that time.
Yeah.
I'll run back through
the Wayback Machine.
Sorry, guys. Trip on the Wayback Machine. That was fun.
Cool.
I'll throw it up there. If you purchase Rodney's anytime this weekend for a minimum of $50, he will throw in free shipping and match your donation. What a deal! And you're donating to charity. So again, we're donating to Colon Club. Andre's piece is available there. Plus, he's got the ink sketch. And Warner says Dre still says to drive home. I didn't realize that. Geez, we've kept you on here for 2 hours.
All right.
But there you go, guys. The pieces are available. Message my Facebook page. We'll get everything squared away for doing the donations. Get the piece off to you. But we appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out and showing support and sharing the stories and stuff that we did early on. And make sure you go over and follow Andre on his Instagram and Facebook. The information is up there on the screen and in the comments. And there's some thumbs ups from Andre.
Thank you.
So yeah, there we go. I think that covers all of it.
Yeah.
Thursday, I think we're doing He-Man.
Yeah, you are.
And then I don't know. I didn't realize until tonight what Friday was. So we'll have to plan something for that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
But yeah, there we go. I think that covers everything.
Okay. Hey, while we're on here, I'll be on tomorrow morning at 11, and I will be coloring this. So come join me. What'd you say, baby?
Said around 11.
Yeah, 11-ish.
11-ish.
Yeah, I was a little late this morning. A couple minutes.
It's all right. I'm always like 5 minutes late.
Okay, so that's cool. Yeah, I'll be coloring magic tomorrow. So come join me, and we'll have some fun. We'll be silly together.
Sounds good.
All right.
Cool. And Warner says Killer Frost is still available. And I still don't think he's gone over to the group and posted a picture of it. So there we go, folks. Thanks to everybody that came in, hung out, chatted with us, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Andre, thank you for coming in and joining us.
Oh, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was awesome to have you in.
Yes.
Thanks,
We'll have
guys.
to have you back again sometime.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
Not next Friday because
No.
you're Canadian, so that automatically disqualifies you. Ooh.
And on that note,
Yeah.
I haven't had any squirrels tonight.
There we go.
yeah, we kept it pretty under control. I think it went well. All right, everybody. Everybody have a good night, good rest of the weekend, safe, happy Labor Day, and and come join Rodney tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
everyone.
everybody. Bye.
All right.
Bye.